Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the process of nutrition in human beings. So let's start from the mechanism of digestion. The digestive system in humans consists of the alimentary canal and the associated digestive glands. Here the human alimentary canal is 9 meters long tube which runs from mouth to anus. Now we will describe the various steps of nutrition, which are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Now firstly, the glands which are associated with the digestive system secretes their digestive juices. These digestive juices are chemical enzymes that help to break down complex molecules into smaller molecules. Now the human alimentary canal starts from the mouth through which we take our food. So this process is called ingestion. So our first step is completed here. Now the digestion process starts in our mouth itself. Here the teeth helps in physical digestion by crushing the food and mixing it with saliva to form a bolus. Here the saliva is secreted from salivary glands, which contains salivary amylase. It is an enzyme that breaks down starch, which is a complex sugar, into simpler sugars. And the tongue helps in mastication and further swallowing of food. Now the slightly digested food in the mouth goes down through the food pipe or esophagus. The walls of food pipe have muscles which can contract and expand alternately. These rhythmic contractions of the muscles of digestive tract are known as peristaltic movements, and these movements occur throughout the digestive tract. Now the food has come to the stomach, where the gastric glands secrete their gastric juices which convert this food into a simpler form called chyme. Now these juices contain various enzymes which break down the complex molecules into their simpler forms. Here the enzyme pepsin begins the digestion of proteins. But the pepsin enzyme is activated by the hydrochloric acid present in the stomach. The pepsin become active when the HCl make the medium of gastric juices acidic. Here is an interesting fact, students. This hydrochloric acid has the pH 1.5 to 3. Then how our stomach handle this acidic nature? Because our stomach has a protective lining which is known as mucus, which protect our stomach from this hydrochloric acid. Now this partially digested chyme goes into the small intestine. Here the exit of food is regulated by a sphincter muscle. Now the small intestine is a long tube of 6.5 meters in length which is extensively coiled in small space of our belly. The small intestine in human beings is the site of complete digestion of food. This small intestine receives the secretion from two glands which are liver and pancreas. Liver is the largest gland which secretes the bile juice. This bile juice is temporarily stored in gallbladder, and the bile juice acts on large fat globules and convert them small fat globules so that it is easy for enzymes to act and digest them. This is called emulsification of fats. Now the pancreas secretes pancreatic juices which contain the enzymes trypsin for digesting the proteins and the enzyme lipase for digesting the emulsified fats. When the partially digested food, that is chyme, moves through the small intestine, it will secrete intestinal juices that completes the process of digestion. In this process of complete digestion, the proteins are converted into amino acids, and the carbohydrates are converted into simpler glucose units. And the fats are converted into fatty acids and glycerol. After complete digestion, there will be third step, that is absorption. So the simple molecules have to be absorbed into the blood from the small intestine. Here the inner lining of small intestine contains finger-like projections called villi, which increases the absorptive surface area of intestine. Villi are richly supplied with blood vessels from where the nutrients are transported to each and every cell of the body by blood. And this process is known as absorption and assimilation. Here the undigested and unabsorbed food is passed into large intestine. This is the part of alimentary canal where the maximum absorption of water and minerals takes place. Now the undigested and waste materials are passed out from the body through rectum and anus. And this process is called egestion. Do you know an interesting fact? That herbivores have longer small intestine because it needs to digest cellulose present in their plant material. But on the other hand, carnivores need a shorter small intestine because meat is easier to digest. Now read this topic again from your book.